and breathe. That had everything.
It did. Great advert for 5-day test match cricket. Played tough, played hard, at times feisty, but in the end played with the spirit of the game there. You saw both sets of players going up, the England players going up to the two Indian players in the middle, a little bit like 2005 when Flintoff went up to Brett Lee at the non-strikers end. Jadeja and those tail-enders of the India side showed so much character and so much fight. They didn't deserve to be on the losing side. You know, Siraj fending it off, getting it in the shoulder, and then playing the softest of back foot defences and it rolling between the legs. That was just the best 5 days of Test match cricket I've seen for such a long time. You sit in, nothing's happening, you flick a switch, everything happens, but you still have to work hard to get over the line, and that is what this format is all about.
Brave.
Yeah, warrior-like. I really enjoyed Ravindra Jadeja, bang in the thick of things, just fighting it out, knowing he's running out of partners, but still having the mental resilience and courage to keep going over after over, not making an error. He's batted brilliantly. And the attitude of Siraj and Bumrah is a lot to learn from for all of Indian cricket for sure, because they just didn't want to give up. They wanted to make a match out of it. At 12:30, this match could have been done, but they just kept pushing and prodding and did everything possible to stay in the game. And they, in fact, extended tea by half an hour, still didn't let go, came back, and absolutely anticlimactic, you know. If it was a zinger bail, probably it wouldn't even have fallen because that's pretty heavy in itself. Hit the rough and went around. It almost felt like it had to happen because of how the match was panning out to be, but great effort from India. They can take a lot of happiness out of the way they actually fought in that middle session.
It's something that happens in the modern game a lot, actually. The ball hits the stump and actually the bail does not come off. I was watching it slowly roll back. I think that bail's not going to come off, and somehow it did.
I thought it hadn't come off, and I looked, and Siraj did that.
Your misses are terrible, then.
I know, and it was on the ground. I mean, you'd really feel from neither Jadeja or Stokes deserved to be on that losing side. It ended up being Jadeja, and Siraj almost just played it too soft. He played it exactly how you should play Shoaib Bashir. Look, he plays it nicely, back foot, soft hands, and it's spun back, isn't it? It is spun and on through his legs and onto the stumps, and he could not believe it.
The contrasting emotions were stark. There's a brilliant shot. I'm sure a load of the world-class photographers that are here will get it in a still. Bashir's off. His teammates are trying to catch him. His hand is bandaged up with that broken finger. He won't play, we don't think, a further part in the series. Meanwhile, the two Indian players are on their haunches, distraught. He punching the bat into the turf. He's so proud of what he's done. I mean, the contrast is just extraordinary. That's what sport throws up.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. But that picture for me is the most wonderful picture. Stokes walking out there, shaking hands, and they've had it really hard. They've gone at each other. They've had words to say. Every wicket that fell today, Jofra Archer started it, had something to say to the batter whenever he got him out. But at the end of it all, respect. They liked the way they played their cricket. It was great to watch, and that's the kind of theatre that this format needs, and the world of cricket needs to see. You played really hard, go at each other. At the end of it, you shake hands and say, well done to the team that won, and that was exactly how it panned out today.
I'll talk captains here. Stokes absolutely spent walking up the stairs. Great shot of him leading the team up the stairs back to the dressing room. You can see him blowing out his cheeks. His cap's on the wrong way round, leading his troops. Absolutely mentally fried from the thinking he's had to do, much less the amount of bowling he's done today.
Yeah, absolutely. The thinking was up front in the day and maybe overnight. He knew that Jofra Archer didn't have his best spell yesterday from that far end. So the debate was Stokes was always going to bowl that nursery end. Who does he go here? And we were at dinner last night and we were discussing this. Who does he go at this end? And how do you handle someone like Jofra Archer? The better bowler yesterday was cast from this end. But what does it do to Jofra if you hold him back? Which is better, the carrot or the stick? I think he realised, having that emotional intelligence that he has, I'm going to show you I back you, Jofra. Here's the ball, I'm backing you. Come at your favourite end, go and do it. Yeah. And he did it. So that was the thinking side, but then the physical side takes over. He bowls 9 overs, he comes back, he bowls another 10 overs. You couldn't take the ball out of his hand. At one stage he turned to Wokes and Archer and went one more, and then he bowled another 3. It is a concern, but he had to do it. All the time in the previous games, Zimbabwe, even at the start of the series, you saw when he was saying, I'm only going to bowl 5, 6. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, Well, when it really matters, are you just going to bowl 5-6? When it really mattered today, you could not take the ball out of his hand.
This is a bit of a test for Shubman Gill, young man, new to captaincy. What do you say to a team in the dressing room that has fought right to the very end, given absolutely everything they've had, yet still come out on the wrong end of this?
If you're going to judge the match based on what happened today, I think you're looking at it at the wrong side.
Right.
You got to look at 376 for 6 in the first innings, 387 all out. Yet again, a bit of a mini collapse. The catch that KL Rahul dropped, Jamie Smith on 5 in the first innings. The fact that you've conceded 63 extras across 2 innings, how much do those things matter to you? Those are the conversations that you need to have, not the shots that you played today or the way the tailenders really showed grit and determination. It's across 5 days. There were moments in the game when you could have definitely gone ahead, and India didn't do, probably for the 3rd time now in this series. But when they've really used their brains and just stuck it out there, like they did in Edgbaston, they found a way to get ahead and dominate a test match. They've been in very strong positions, but let go. An England team didn't bat well, according to me, in the 3rd innings as well. They could have easily come out here and just batted through, knowing the new ball was the toughest phase to bat. And then through the middle, the softer ball was easier to play, but it wasn't all of that. They didn't have a bit of a plan. In the end, it just didn't go India's way.
Two other areas as well, when they had a perfectly good newish ball and they threw it away. Bumrah just bowled and got 3 for 9, and the ball was talking, and they got rid and got a softer ball, and Cast belted it for 50. And obviously the Rishabh Pant run out just on the stroke of lunch, when Pant and KL were going so well. That run out, when you look back, will be absolutely vital in this game.
The contributions that Ben Stokes has made as an individual, as a captain in this team and in this test match have been absolutely phenomenal. A wonderful test, fabulous cricket, hard fought, but it all ends with a marginal victory for England. We'll hear from Ben, we'll hear from Shubman with Michael Atherton. What a game of cricket.